Chris, welcome to Toronto, first of all, and maybe just share a little bit of what this was like the last 24 hours.
Kind of crazy. I was in SAC when I got the phone call, walking into we were about to go practice. So I had to, take my stuff off, go to my room, pack up, fly to Indy last night, got in at I think 1. And then I had a flight this morning, got here at 1 o'clock, and I had to do all the physicals and stuff. So I was on the move all day. I didn't even know I was going to play today, but they asked me and I was ready.
What's it like playing with a bunch of guys who you probably never met? Don't even know all their names.
Yeah, I don't know any of the plays. I don't know much, so I was just kind of trying to be in the right spots, try to make an imprint on the game on the defensive end, trying to get some steals. And then me and Scottie, I was setting screens and rolling like I was in Brooklyn again, so it worked, so I kept doing it.
Did you know that Darko actually studied your game the way you cut?
I did not. He told me a few years ago that he did. He looked at who was the best cutters in the league, and I was one. And I told him I was the best cutter in the league just because I played with great players at the time, so I had to figure out what worked and what kept me on the floor.
Sorry, go ahead. That was something that you really worked tonight. A lot of intuitive stuff, slipping on the screens, finding the backdoor stuff.
Yeah, now I don't know where my shots are going to be. In Indy, I knew exactly where my shots were going to be. So now I'm still trying to figure out the offense. I'm trying to learn the guys' games and where I can impact offensively.
What were your impressions when you found out about the trade and found out you were coming to Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto's a great city. When I've been here, I've had a great time. It's obviously a bigger city than Indy. But definitely different, going to a different country and then packing all my stuff. As I said, I was talking to Jordan Noir, this is my 4th team in 3 years. So I feel like I've been moving every few months. So I'm kind of used to getting up and going now.
Do you know any of the guys on the team well, or?
Not really well. Obviously playing against them, I know. Me and Dennis were in a great series last year in the Western Conference Finals. I know Scottie a little bit just because I went to Miami and they were recruiting him when he was young. So I got to get to know more of the guys.
There's the exception of the vets, obviously, in the room.
Yeah, GT old.
Yeah,
Thaddeus old. Yeah, I know.
With the exception of those guys, it's a pretty young team. You're an old 27 coming in. How much do you think your experience, and specifically your championship experience, can help some of these younger guys?
I think it can help a lot, just like I did in Indy. I just try to share all the information that I got with the guys, just me going to the finals and winning the finals last year. Whatever they need to know, I'll let them know. But I'm not going to, at first, I got to get to know the guys, know their personality. I'm not going to just be not myself up front. So just trying to get to know everyone and get comfortable.
From afar, what has been your view of Scottie's game? And I know.
Yeah, Scottie is a dog. Yeah, Scottie's a dog. He's a top-tier superstar in this league. Can do everything. Last year he didn't shoot the ball well. This year you got to respect it. And he gets anywhere he wants. And he can guard 1 through 5. So I think he's a superstar in this league for sure.
What was the conversation with Jonte like about the jersey number?
It really wasn't. So MPJ hit me, his brother, on Instagram. It was like, congrats. And I was like, I looked at the available numbers, and I never wore any of those in my life. So I was like, I make enough to try to bribe him a little bit. So I asked MPJ if Jonte would give it up. He reached out, and Jonte said, yeah. So I'm thankful.
Any dollar figure you can disclose?
Yeah, I gave him 10. I thought he was going to ask for more. So I gave him 10. He said yes, and I was like, cool. $10K. 10K. You got it.
How hard is it going to be able to put an impression on a team in 41 games for you?
How hard? Honestly, I don't think it's going to be hard for me. The way I play is extremely hard. I've never really had a coach or teammates not like the way I play on both ends of the floor. So for me, I don't think it'd be hard at all.
You've played with a ton of really good players.
Mm-hmm.
Are there parts of Scottie's games that remind you of, or Scottie's game that reminds you of other players? He's totally different.
I got I mean, obviously played more with him. I didn't watch him much outside of playing against him. So if you have that question for me in 3 weeks, I'll let you know.
When you are preparing like a scout, you know, maybe it's not as deep as some assistant coaches, but when you come to a new team, do you tell guys like, hey, like in the scout, I was trying to exploit this from a defensive perspective?
Say it again?
When you come to a new team and you have new teammates, but you played against them before, like you said, you had battled.
Oh yeah, so what I was doing against.
You say like, this is what I was trying to take away from.
No, not really. I mean, we played them so long ago, so you kind of play one game and then you forget about it until we play them again, you know. So not really.
Scottie, when you were at training camp, let's just say, and we would have said to you that OG wouldn't be here, Pascal wouldn't be here, and pretty much you're the focus of so many things around this team going forward. What would you have said? How would you reacted to that?
I think we already knew really what the focus was, but just knowing that somebody would tell me that those players was gonna be here, you know, I would have probably told them to be quiet, like, you know, like be quiet type stuff like that. But I wouldn't believe them. But I get where we at right now.
And do you feel ready to kind of be, a guy who's really, as you go, this franchise is going to go, really?
I think we've been set up from day one. That they were going to try to build around me and, start off with me from there. So it ain't nothing new.
If someone was to ask you what your leadership style is, what would you say?
I come in every single day with a smile on my face. I'm a great teammate, joyful person to be around. Try to play hard. Feel like you just see me out there on the floor. I'm just trying to keep everybody together, keep everybody happy.
Does that smile and that joy get translated to teammates, do you feel?
I don't know. Are they smiling and happy? I don't know. You gotta ask them.
Is it going to be weird on Saturday going up against OG?
Yeah, it is, Of course, I miss my boy, but, it's going to be crazy seeing him in New Jersey. I was just talking about it, seeing him in New Jersey, it's going to be different.
So I know I'm sure you've gone up against him in practice. How difficult of a, he's probably going to go up against you. How difficult of a defender in a matchup is he?
I'm not worried about that, man. I'm at him. Nah, it's gonna be fun. Still just gotta try to go out there and win the game. But he's a great defender. Game plan, just gotta execute our game plan and whatever they bring to the table.
Bruce seemed like, weird day, wild day for him. Barely knew any of you guys and, connected with you a few times. What was it like playing with him up there?
Bruce went to he went to Miami, so, that's that Florida connection right there. But, Miami was never as good as Florida State, but, anyways, he played really well, great defender, strong, knows how to really play the game. So, he just came in and made an instant impact, found a little connection there towards the end of the game, and it worked out really well.
You did. Andre Drummond's nickname is the Big Penguin. Is that what your celebration was after the end line?
I don't know why I did that, to be honest. I didn't even know that was his nickname. I guess. I saw it after that people were saying that, but I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I just did it.
Would you pull something out like that on OG if you got like it? Would you have something planned for him?
I don't know. We'll see. Things just happened in the moment. And that was one of those things just happened. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know why I did it. I just did it.
When did those conversations about making you kind of the guy for this organization begin? You mentioned that that's not something a surprise to you now. When did that start?
I think we've all been vocal about it. And at media today, when y'all talked to them, been having those conversations with them for a while. Yeah.
Did it start this year? Is that what you're sort of saying?
I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's been the thing around. Everybody been knowing that. But I just feel like it's been that point.
Scottie, another good fourth quarter for you today. I'm just wondering, is there like a mental switch you have going into the fourth quarter to be like, the game's on the line, I gotta level up?
Like I said, I've been saying I'm just trying to win. We found things that was working, and we stuck to it. I made some really good plays, had some turnovers, but just growing.
How do you feel your role sort of in the fourth quarter in those late and close games changes without a guy like Pascal here?
It's been like that. Some fourth quarters you see me do really well. Just being able to find those mismatches and being able to be in that attack mode. But it just all trying to win. Come down to it at the end of the day. Just trying to win.
Scottie, Vince Carter got a big ovation. Obviously, you had that moment a few years ago when he sort of announced Rookie of the Year for you. What was it like seeing that ovation and reception that he got from the crowd tonight?
I didn't really see it. I heard it. I didn't really see it. I think I was really locked into the game. But seeing Vince, Vince, I always see him in Orlando when I used to be down there in high school. I see him down there. Sometimes I go to my friend's house down in Orlando. Just seeing Vince, it brings a smile to my face. Somebody that's been doing it for a while. Someone that has so much respect in this game. One day I'm trying to get in the gym with him one day. Work on my game with him.
When it comes to the pick and roll, just seeing like the statistics, you've made a big jump this year. From the eye test, it looks a lot better. When you're running that action, what do you think about your game from last year to this year changed to allow you to be so much more effective in it?
Probably just being in it more. I feel like I'm more in those situations. Rather than last year, I'll be in it some, but not really that much. I feel like just being able to get more reps into it, it just helps me do better, be more confident, find out those situations, and then me being able to just, orchestrate it. Finding people out on the court, whichever matchup I like, it helps as well. Last year, you'll have the ball, that's have the key, and it'll just be like a design play, but me more orchestrating who I want in the pick and roll and being able to find those mismatches, and that's how I attack it.
Media day, Darko talked about how excited he was to put you more in those positions. Are those conversations you guys had prior to the season, like you can expect more of this, we're going to help you this way?
Yeah, for sure. We still have those conversations. Just being able to put me in those positions and growing from it and learning from it, and keep watching film and just keep trying to get better.
On the other side, you're having a career year defensively too, and tonight it was 3 steals, 3 blocks, right? You just able to kind of cook as the low man. I'm wondering, when it comes to having that approach defensively, how are you able to balance the offensive side of the ball with being active on the defensive end?
On the defensive end, I'm just trying to be aggressive, guard the rim, protect the paint. Just trying to find those opportunities where I'm able to be aggressive and be able to guard the paint as well at the same time. Since some changes, have made, guarding those best players, it takes a lot of energy. But just trying to find it out of me to play with both sides. I feel like I'm ready for it, and I'm taking on the challenge each and every single game.
Really negated their size by going small there, but I think they had 74 points in the paint. That kind of was the difference, right?
Yeah, that was the biggest difference in the game. We were able to do a good job, keeping them off the glass for the majority of the game there. But they beat us off the dribble. They went to the rim quite easily, and something that we are trying to build on defense, and that's that physicality, and then 2 slides and make them go lateral. We did not do a good job tonight with that. It came down to allowing them 38 points in a first quarter. That's where everything started. Start of the game, we missed, I believe, 6 or 7 straight threes that were good open shots, and it just like spiraled with us, affected our defense there. We found a way to get back in the game, and we just did not do a great job executing down the stretch. A couple of turnovers and missed shots that decided the winner.
How much did you have to simplify to be able to use Bruce for 25? He might not know of his game.
Yeah, I mean, we were really trying to simplify offensively there. Like for him, go stay in the corner, go set a pick and roll. It's literally like basic instructions. So there, thank God he's a smart player, and he's not playing basketball for the first time. So he was able to find some rhythm there, especially in the second half, and to help us in the second half.
Did those cuts look familiar to you?
Some of them, I expect more of those to come. When we get a chance to practice and get a chance to actually to script a little bit our offense. So actually, he knows what we're doing out there and what we're trying to create.
You guys tried a few different things in the pick and roll defensively, like the hedging, drop, and switching. When you're running through a bunch of those different things, are you looking for more punch at the point of attack? Or are you expecting a little bit more from the back-end rotations to kind of keep things clean?
Depending what coverage is. If you're more aggressive, if you're putting 2 on the ball, then you need to rely on the backside to protect all of those roles. If you're more in mode that you're switching 1 through 5, then you're trying to keep body on body and not allow those slip outs and easy rolls. I thought that we did a good job when they were posting up just to get the ball out of their hands and go rotate. But we opened up. We did not allow them that first initial attack that was post-ups for DeRozan or Vucevic, but after that it opened up some driving lanes for them.
In the past, in crunch time, you guys have kind of given the ball to Pascal and allowed him to do his thing. How do you see Scottie's role changing in sort of those moments when he's now the go-to guy and the defense knows that?
It's the beauty of being number one guy. That's the beauty of learning how to play, how to handle those situations. Tonight the hard part is we did not finish with Ted Young or with John Ted position 5. So he was initiating offense with the ball, but now we were trying to bring some of the guards to set pick and rolls. And I thought that a couple of times with those pick and rolls that he had with Bruce, opened up a drive, opened up a short roll, opened up stuff for there. But it's also going to be for the whole team to learn what the spacing needs to be. I thought that we threw a couple of bad passes tonight, looking for the right solution. We just did not execute it well. But it's going to be a learning process. Also with Scottie setting screens and him in pick and rolls with RJ and then quickly, and Dennis is going to be something that we got to take a look at more.